Yes, guys, we are back. Season 13 of Malaga. We've made another change this year, as you can tell by the thumbnail. Big tactical change. We need to win this bloody trophy. I have got another save idea that I want to do before FM25 comes along. We need to win a big trophy. I was hoping it was going to be the Europa League this year, and we've been drawn in the Europa League with Manchester United, and they've already smashed us 4-1 at Old Trafford. So highly likely we'll get through to another semi, and we'll lose to them across 2 legs. However, our Pep Guardiola tactic has been tremendous in the league. Let's go and check it out. Okay, so here we are, 3rd in the division. We are undefeated after those games. We've said over the last 2 years, our league position with the blueprint has been okay. A 6th place finish, but 50 goals conceded. And then last year, 52 goals conceded. This season, 6 goals conceded. We've already played Barcelona, 0-0 draw. Held on a little bit, but we still got a draw. And then we've also played Real Madrid. I think we conceded a couple of goals to Real Madrid. 1-1. As you can see, the tactic has worked tremendously well. There's just that one defeat in there against Manchester United. And then we've had really good defensive performances. Clean sheet there, clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet. Really good start to the season. Now, we're not absolutely dominating, as you can see, in terms of chances, but I have tweaked the tactic a little bit. So right at the start of FM, I did this Pep Guardiola tactic. It's on the channel right now. And all I've done is just tweak it to try and make us a little bit more aggressive. So what we're looking at is this. And this tactic will be available down in the Patreon. So the Patreons, go check it out. Link down in the description. How do we get there? This is how we've done it. So sweep, it has actually suited the squad quite well. By the way, I forgot to tell you, transfers have not been many. Total, we spent a bit of coin actually. £57 million, let out 33. We've got a little bit to play with. The only released player was Alvaro Fernandez, has now retired. So this year coming in, we needed to buy another goalkeeper to give us 3. It's £175,000 signing. He's not actually bad. Hasn't played yet. 3rd choice, but not a bad keeper. We've then brought in the biggest signing, done quite late. I just felt we were a little bit short. Because we've not really been playing with wingers in this save, out-and-out wingers, we needed to go and get someone called Gary Garcia from Santos. 32.5, loads of big clubs sniffing around. 15 dribbling, crossing's not great, but he's got good physicals, made a decent start for us. 3 goals, 1 assist. We're really struggling to get that world-class player. The world-class players just don't want to come to us yet, so we're kind of settling for that next step below. We've then signed Alfredo Galan, potential 5-star, 17-year-old. He's not going to be 18 till the end of the season. We picked him up from Rayo Vallecano, 5.5 million. That was his release clause. So really good. He's obviously Spanish as well, which really helps. Really nice finishing. Passing's not bad. Technique's not bad. His physicals, he's not very quick, which is not great because we're playing him out on this right-hand side. But he's a nice sub. The idea is that, yes, he may not be a world beater in the end, but he's going to be a really good squad profile position for us. So he's in. And the last one is a Ukrainian 18-year-old. He's going to be 19. Oh, no, he's just turned. Oh, no, he's going to be 19 in a couple of days. 19 next week. Sergei Gruzdev. Little bit of a number 8, can play all over, can sit, but not really great on the ball. Yeah, he's technique 15, passing 11, so not bad. But once again, only 19 years old. Picked him up. He had a release clause of 19 million. One of these players that will hopefully both footed as well. So I thought a really good pickup. On the out, Luciano Fontana's gone. Signed him a few years ago, a long time ago actually, for 5 million. Made a loss on him, but he's been with us for a considerable bit of time. Was like 4th choice right back as well. Edu Sanchez, always whinged every year we wanted to go. He's now got to the edge where he's 31, 32 at the end of the season. He was on 115 grand a week. We paid 30 for him. We sold him for 20. We bought him. He's had his best years with us. And then we've sold him. Where has he gone? Saudi Arabia. Got a nice little bit of money back for a 31-year-old, I thought. And then Mark Jouy. No one ever came back to me in the comments about his name, but he's gone. He's gone to Sassuolo. Little loss on him again, but was a major part of, he's had one really good season there, 15 in 27. Scored a few big goals, was a nice little sub to bring on in these sort of like rotation stages, but we've now only playing one up front. We didn't need to have 4 centre forwards. And then the last one, Mail de Bont. We got him on a free last year, was backup wing back. We're now not playing with wing backs, playing with inverted fullbacks. So he has been shown the door, got him for free, and we made a nice little bit of profit on him. That leaves our squad nicely balanced, I think, this year. Here is the tactic. So we are going with the goalkeeper, sweeper keeper on attack. That would be the Edison role. I've changed the sides a little bit here. We've got 2 inverted fullbacks. Now, it doesn't suit Bullock out at all because he wants to get forward. So I have been rotating him up there with Miguel Angel, who's had to come from being played last 2 seasons there. He's been playing as a winger, so been playing as a centre forward. This year, he's back out on the wing, but had a really good start for us. So a right back, the idea that Man City now do with Garvadol, Stones, Diaz, and then maybe an Akanji or a Stones or something like that playing in these libero roles. The libero role's interesting. I have been changing this when we're guaranteed to play a team that we should beat. I put it on support, so we're a little bit more aggressive in possession. If not, he stays on defend. I think it does suit Ledesma. Can play centre-half, no problem, with his passing ability of 19. So really good. Dribbling, not great, but we're wanting him to move into these areas. Ramos, ball-playing defender on cover, just to make sure we're not getting caught too high with that potential, that libero moving up. And then Apahov, inverted fullback on defend. Obviously, tremendous at it. He's more of a centre-half, but he's not the biggest. So I thought putting him out on that left-hand side really does suit him. The only potential change that we may do in future is we may move the libero onto the left-hand side, put the cover on this side, and then have him as a fullback on attack, and allow him to maybe move him to an inside forward. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. We might have that as a secondary one as well, with us potentially then swapping over these two to allow that central midfielder on attack to burst into that space left by the winger who's keeping wide, and then Mazzala can float out here a little bit. So that's potentially an option. The other one we've changed is this role here. Rodri is more of a DM, keeps it simple, really good without the ball. But I just felt we could just do with an upgrade in there in terms of being a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more creative. With Arda Güler coming down to the age of 31, having him in there with his creativity and not having to be a midfield 2 where they're doing more running, I thought would really suit. We've only recently just changed that. Central midfielder on attack. We've got Shalalata playing at the moment. He's only 21 years old. He's come through our youth system. I kind of always favour him, but because I just can't get a tune out of Ukrainio. Look at the statistics on him. He should be able to do Mazzala, central midfielder on attack, absolutely no problem. And we just don't get enough. Like he's played a few games, got a few assists, but not great. So he's our Europa League option at the moment. And then on the left-hand side, Garcia plays out there. Linares, our youngster, has gone out and played there a little bit. Where is he? Doesn't like it, but scored a couple of goals. Look, he's obviously makeshift because he's played a couple of games out there. He's been a little bit of an option. And then up front, we were going with just one striker, and I've chosen Alberto Hernandez. We've gone between deep line forward, poacher. If that was Haaland, it would be a poacher, but we're having him now as a complete forward on support. I'm going to show you how it looks in the game right now. We're going to play Malmo. Doing okay in Europa. We've obviously lost that game against Man United and we've done all right, but I would like us to qualify for the top 8. There's also Arsenal in there as well, so we're just not going to win it. The board want us to get to the semi-final. I guarantee we'll end up playing Man United in the quarters and get knocked out. So I do want us to try and limit how many games we play, so getting into that top 8 is important. We're playing Malmo. We've played Bromby. We've played Roma. Where are Malmo? Malmo doing all right, look. Played 3, won 1, drawn 1. Lost 1. All right, guys, let's get into the game. And I said you patrons as well, link down in the description. I will have this tactic ready for you when this video drops. We're going to do another Malaga video later in the week just to show you what we've got coming through the youth system and how our squad might look in 5 years' time and the changes that we'll have to make and what players are potentially coming through. We have got a whole host of players, and at some point, I really want to just sort of like do like the class of 92 where we just grab 5, woof, and drop them in and have them in the squad. I don't know whether that'll come. I don't know, but I would love to do it at some point. I'll definitely cover a video. I'll get the video out later on in the week as well, showing you how it looks and the potential players we've got coming through. We've got, if if we go back to the squad, our average age is 25. Our oldest player is Arda Güler, 31, Barashina, 30. Potentially, I'm going to keep Güler for the duration because he's our captain and stuff. I would have loved to get rid of Estevallo, to be honest. Now is the time to cash in. Definitely now the time to cash in, but we're just really struggling to get him out of the door. He gets wanted for a little bit, and then I'm scared of offering him out because he's worth so much money. But I think the time is right to probably let him go in the summer. And then after that, Ledesma, the two good backup goalkeepers, Miguel Angel, 28. But down at the bottom, we've got Galland, Gruduz, Tabaret. Our right back is still there. He's obviously really enjoying that right centre-back role. Probably just need to get some more games in him. So big plans for this save to continue, even though we've still not won a trophy, and it would be good to sort of like play with the kids at some point. We are at pretty much, I'm going to go full strength today. Applehov's not fully fit, but I would like you guys to see the tactic in its full glory. We are going to go Shalalata in midfield as the Mazzala. And as I said, I might do those tactical tweaks as well. Say what for you patrons, because I'm such a lovely, lovely man, and I really appreciate your support. I will put the other version with the right wing back and the inside forward. We may even do a little tweak at half time as well, just to see how it looks, regardless of how the game is going. So we generally dominate. We get dominated when we play another heavy base possession side. We do often get beat, but everyone else that we play, we tend to get sort of like 60% possession. Right, we're in here. Clear. We're really good at recycling the possession with the players that we've got at the moment. Garcia down the left. Cross. It's going to be an own goal. No, nearly was. It's come off the post. I just felt with we had an anchor in there a little bit as well, because you know that I love an anchor. But I felt because our fullbacks as well are dropping off quite deep and not getting involved in the play as high, it then allowed maybe just to play Güler as that playmaker and go without that anchor role. Hernandez is in. He should have scored. He's having a really good season, to be fair, the kid. He's keeping Raul Hernandez out of the side as well. A few clubs were sniffing around him in the summer. And yeah, like, are we going with Abel Hernandez? If we are, do we probably then look at selling his mate Raul Hernandez? There is Alberto, looking tremendous, 20 years old, not going to be 21 to the end of the season, 6'2", really good player. We've obviously then got Raul Hernandez, who's played a lot. 27, he's worth a lot. If someone comes in and offers us 70 million in the summer, I'm likely to take that and then sign another young player. But I'm not going to push I'm not going to push a lot of these players out of the door. We have had a really settled squad. Very rarely in FM do I have a settled team. A lot of these players have been with us. Like Senator is now in his 7th season with us. Bulakau, he'll be fifth. Ledesma's been with us a long time. 9. Ramos, 6. Really developed these, and they've not started straight away. But Apahov as well, 1, 2, 3. He's in his 5. Güler, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seasons for Arda Güler. Shalalata's come through our youth system. Been with us, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in his 5th season. He's kind of his breakthrough season this year. Miguel Angel has been with us from the start. Look, he was my first season regen. Gary Garcia, new signing. Alba Hernandez, new signing last year in his 2nd season. So we've got a really good base of players that we've used over the last few seasons. And then we just sprinkle, because the budgets are a little bit tight. I would maybe potentially look at getting rid of Esteval, though. He's been with us, maybe 5, 6 seasons as well. That might be the one that we just push out the door, really help with the finances. I would, even though he's worth like over 100 mil, I think it's asking a little bit too much of other teams to pay that amount. But if we can get in and around I'd take like 60, 70 mil for him. That would be absolutely brilliant. We've gone 1-0 up. Look at Arda Güler roaming from his position and finding Alberto Hernandez. 1-0. 55% of the ball. Okay, set piece just before halftime. Ledesma hasn't scored for us yet this season. He is an absolute threat from the near post. Right, we're going to take a little bit of a risk. We are going to go. So my idea is wing back on attack. We need to swap Ledesma and Ramos over. So Ramos will be that ball-playing defender on cover. I still want Ledesma to be that libero. Obviously, with the inverted fullback, we've got a little bit of cover now on both sides. And then let's go inside forward on attack for my Angel. We also then need to swap over these two. So we've got Mazzala on support with a central midfielder on attack. Let's just save it. Play like Pep. This will be play like Pep 3. The other tactic, I can't make it. The other tactic, so play like Pep 2 will be the original version. Play like Pep 3 will be this version. Right, let's see what that does to Bullock out. Obviously, he does favour getting further forward. He's in a good position. I feel it just give us a little bit against teams that we're expected to beat. Gary Garcia. Hernandez, that's a really bad touch. Angel, punish. Oh, he's nice little square. Lovely squared pass. Ala Shalalata has scored. The youngster come through our youth system. Both players actually involved in the goal. Angel, youth system. As you can see as well with Angel, his starting position now is a lot narrow. We are on narrow as well as our team shape. Lovely little square. Lovely finish. Maybe a little defensive deflection off the shin. But we're 2-0 up. Really good. I'm going to make some changes soon as well. Conscious that we've played a full strength side here in the Europa League. So we just need to rotate a little bit. This is what I've been doing, playing a stronger side, but then rotating a little bit more, maybe making a couple of changes. Maybe 3 players coming out of the starting 11. I've done that at times in some of the games. Arda Güler has made it 3-0. That is a lovely... Was it a little chip? Little clip? Pressing high, obviously. Steps in. Drives in. He's got tremendous dribbling. Yeah, just sat the keeper down, hasn't he? Sat the keeper down. 3-0. I tell you, we'll play till 65, and then we'll make 5 changes. Right, we're going to do it now because we've got a couple that are really struggling. So let's get Barashina. Let's get him on for Ledesma. Apahov as well. Paul's still with us at the moment. I am looking at buying a left centre-half to potentially be the long-term replacement for Barashina as a backup. Can also do left back as well. Paul has got a year left on his deal and still will not sign a new deal, which is really upsetting because he's been with us from the start. He was our first player to break through. I really want him to stay, but I can't get him to stay. Maybe need to give him a run of games up until Christmas. I might do it. Just give him a run of games at left back. Play him as much as possible. Then he says he's happy. And as soon as he's happy, sign him a new contract and then get him out of the team again. We might just do that. Right, let's get Tabaret on, the youngster. Let's show you some of the young uns. Let's go Gruzdev in there and Galan. Let's get Grundev in there. He's all right. He can do it a little bit. So there we go. Galan on, Tabaret on, Barashina on, Pol on. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? They're the 5. Let's ask for a little bit of demand more. They've had 1 shot, so complete control. You get, as we like to say, or sorry, what we like to say, what Arteta likes to say, dominance. We dominate games. We do not give anything away with this tactic. Estevallo, Hernandez, unlucky. He is 6'2", so he's going to be a handful, our 20-year-old striker. And we're kind of set up with the players that we've got. We're kind of set up for the next, 5 years' time. There's not going to be a major rebuild. A lot of these players are going to be young enough. We'll sign a couple of players each year. I really want to sort out the midfield. I think the midfield is key for the summer. Because we've got Gola, there's a little bit older. Estevallo, we're going to try and lose. And we've only got Shalalata, really. So a couple of changes. I'd like to make 2 really big signings in there in the summer. There you go. 3-0, job done. So on Thursday, guys, we'll do a little bit of an update of how this team is, how the season's progressing, but we'll really look at our youth team. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Check out the Patreon as well if you want those 2 tactics. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you later.